In the face of a rapidly evolving, volatile, and uncertain world, knowing you can adapt and navigate change for the good is critical. It means deepening empathy, building teams of teams, leading through meaningful collaboration, and solving the problems you face for the benefit of all. It means knowing you are a changemaker. AFT was founded on changemaking. This is the passion that drives our teachers' creativity and imagination. This is why they are empowered to take risks and let students run with their ideas and take the lead, because they know that's when the best learning happens.
There is no way that the problems outrun the solutions. When everyone is a change maker, we know how to work together. It is structurally a world that is much more equal, because you need everyone on your team to be as strong as possible, and everyone on the team is helping everyone else get stronger and stronger. And then finally, and I think this is the most important, everyone gets to express love and respect in action.
In this historic moment of profound change, we know that for our kids and our communities to thrive, we need a world where young people know they are able to contribute, know they are powerful, know they are change makers. Look what happens when educators are given the freedom to teach, the freedom to themselves be change makers.
Meet Mona, a history teacher from Toledo, Ohio, who created and spread award-winning training to equip students and school personnel to combat youth human trafficking.
I try to look at societal issues through the lens of my students. It changes how students see where their power lies, how their civic voice and personal stories very much matter. If we teach students to use their own life experiences to discuss issues that they face, then we as teachers are helping to provide them a well-rounded education. Empowering students to get involved was the best choice that I could have made, because students need to be the voice for their peers. I want students to be the change makers we know they can be. I never work in isolation, because when you work in the educational system, it is about collaboration and teamwork. I always try to engage with teachers and students on all of the projects I embark upon.
Meet Jody, a 5th grade teacher from Pawtucket, Rhode Island, who imbues her classroom in 1,000 different ways with opportunities for students to be change makers. No surprise, it's a place where kids love to be.
I'm always visible by attending sporting events, dance recitals, or concerts. My students learn that I value them and I have their back. In our classroom, we have a voice level light system. When the students feel that it's becoming too noisy, they turn the light to a different color, making them in charge of their learning. When I see someone showing empathy, they get to put a wow up on the wow board. Once the board is filled, we celebrate the change makers. Again, taking the leadership role away from the teachers and empowering the kids. My students have optimism, self-control, and perseverance.
Meet Rashida, a kindergarten teacher from Washington, D.C., who serves as a strong advocate and role model for embedding empathy in early childhood education.
I'm a change maker because I seek to inspire others to tackle problems, collaborate, and generate creative ideas to solve those tough situations. What I've learned over the years is that in order for me to teach a child empathy, I have to show empathy. So empathy begins with me. We need to allow our kids the opportunity to have choice, allow them to explore, to experience what is happening around them. We need to allow our students to grow at their own rate. When one of my students has a great idea, everyone wants to share their great idea afterwards. So everyone gets excited. I see them getting along, I see them encouraging each other, and I see them creating these wonderful projects with each other.
Meet Erin, a math and science teacher from Baltimore, Maryland, who created a summer camp that cultivates academic, social, emotional learning and joy to counter the summer slide.
Society now changes so much. Things are set up different week by week. I talk to my students and tell them, you have to be able to critically think on your feet, and be able to identify a situation and say to yourself, hey, how can I change the situation? Or what can I do to make the situation better? My personal belief is that students need all experiences, both inside and outside the classroom, to make them as effective change agents as possible. When you talk to your students, let them know, when you go outside these walls, it's your job to mold how society's going to look. It's your job to speak up for justice or injustice. It's your job when you see somebody who can't speak up for themselves. It's your job to step in there and try to do your hardest to speak up and advocate for the next person. So one way we can always do this is by making the classroom an environment that's a team, not just one leader. And there's several leaders in my classroom.
Meet Karen, a head custodian from Mount Olive, Alabama, who recognized that switching over to green cleaning products was a powerful way to support student health and created that change in her school.
One day I saw there was an opening in the Teacher Leader program. I said to myself, I want to do this, even if I am the custodian. I've always been concerned with the environment. Aerosol sprayers were placed in our hallways, and this was triggering a little boy's asthma. He would have to go to the nurse to use his inhaler, and this touched my heart. All the aerosols and harsh chemicals I was using was not helping my kids or myself. Feeling led to do something, I switched to green cleaning products. I never set out to change the world, just a little corner. I would love for this to take off and to help other students in other schools.
Meet Donna, a school social worker from Albuquerque, New Mexico, who transformed the culture of her school and created a safe place where LGBTQ students could find their own voice and step into their leadership.
Empowering my students to become changemakers is how I think of myself as a changemaker. Students have to understand that they have a role and a stake in society. If they don't have an opportunity to say, hey, this is what I think, then we're missing a huge opportunity to make our society a better society. It's important to step back ourselves and allow things to change, because part of being a changemaker is knowing when the students identify changes to listen to their input and help them figure out how to get their input heard. To me, being a leader is often about being more walking side by side with someone than it is about telling them what to do.
What's your personal change? Like these AFT Changemakers, how can you increase the ripples by inspiring and supporting the young people in your life to be changemakers?